They're going to change the law. So if you're 14 and under, you will never be eligible, never be legal to buy cigarettes. You could be 37 years old in the future, and they would have changed the law so that you cannot buy cigarettes. Now, I'm in two minds about this. You have to understand the immense damage that cigarettes cause. Yeah? If it's a part of the body, mention it, cigarettes mess up that part of the body. Huge burden to the NHS. Yeah? Not just the individual who smokes. If you're in a household with someone who smokes, well, there's a lot of passive smoking. And if you're like me, you remember back when nightclubs and pubs and restaurants, they used to have smoking. The restaurants had a no smoking section, and they believed that the cigarette fumes would respect the signs, respect these artificial barriers, and not come and disturb the rest of us who don't smoke while we're eating. Turns out cigarette fumes, they can't read no smoking signs, or they don't know where the no smoking section is. People used to get cancer. They used to go to nightclubs and come back with cancer. Their hair would smell, clothing would smell, cigarettes were a pain. And now if you try and go inside of a building, you have to walk and past 1 million people. It's like walking the gauntlet. People smoking, and you just have to hold your breath and boom, go inside, hope you don't breathe any of it in. So smoking for society is pretty bad. Obviously, there's a lot of income that comes from smoking. So put a pin in that, we'll come back to it. But my big thing, so I'm okay in some ways with increasing smoking bans, yeah? We need to eradicate it from society. But my thing is, at some stage, a 45-year-old man can't decide if he wants to smoke or not. It won't be lawful for him to do so. Now, with drugs, a person can smoke drugs or inject or whatever it is you guys do. Russell Brand, yeah. And they can go out and they can kill people for the money. They can be driving under the influence, all of that. Cigarettes not really like that, is it? When was the last time you heard of someone breaking into someone else's house, stealing all their furniture, selling it so they can buy some cigarettes? Doesn't really work that way, as far as I know. Not in my community, anyway. So smoking seems to be an issue of the individual, possibly their household. As long as they're not doing it in public places, it seems to be a personal choice. Obviously, we have a national healthcare system, so if you're sick, yeah, then we have to take care of you. But there are ways around that. Someone who smokes can opt out. They can pay extra premiums. They could do whatever. There's lots of stuff that they do. So I don't know how I feel about this. A 45-year-old man won't be allowed to decide if he wants to smoke or not. That seems to me to be a contentious issue about personal rights. What do you reckon? Should this ban go ahead or not?